Hey everyone. So there's a lot going on in the NHL right now as far as signings and people talking to free agents and setting up deals for Sunday when free agency opens, and there's just a lot going on and a lot happening, but it's raining outside today, so I can't work anywhere. So I've got time, so I'm going to do videos for each individual signing, any moves that are made, meaningful ones. They got to be like NHL caliber players for me to do a video on it. I'm not going to talk about minor league guys or anything, but expect a lot of videos today because I have the time to do it. So the first one, Devante Smith-Pelly re-signs in Washington. A 1-year, $1 million contract. He took a hometown discount to stay with the Capitals. He had longer terms and more money available from other teams, and he obviously wanted to stay in Washington and likes his role there, and the playing time he's going to get, and he took less money to be able to stay with the Capitals. So this is obviously a good deal for Washington. They get him at a very cheap price. They only have him for one more year, so if he flops next year and has a terrible season, they can just let him go at the end of the year. Smith-Pelly, when he had a really good season last year for the Capitals, especially playoffs. He had a really good playoff. He's a great fourth liner. He added a lot of secondary scoring for the Capitals in the playoffs last year. Was a main reason that they were able to do what they did in winning the Stanley Cup. He played really, really well. I'm very surprised that he didn't cash in on that. This is a guy who has bounced around the league a lot, including has had his contracts bought out before. So this is not a guy who, was securely in the league at the beginning of last year. Washington kind of took a chance on him. I'm very surprised he didn't cash in on the fact that he had such a great playoff and get a 3-year contract instead of one. Instead of signing for $1 million, get closer to $2. I'm really surprised by that. But he obviously really wanted to stay in Washington. Washington, obviously right up against the cap. They have to sign cheap contracts like this. Smith-Pelly stayed. And if he has a year for them like he did last year, or like it plays like he did in the playoffs, then this is really good for both the team and the players. If he flops, then this is bad for both, and he'll be gone next year because this is only a 1-year deal. And at this point, if he flops next year, he's probably done in the NHL. Given how many teams he's played for over the last 3-4 years. So I'm a little surprised that he would sign a deal like this, but he obviously wanted to stay a Capital. Obviously has had a really good time being a Capital, and gave them a hometown discount. So Smith-Pelly staying with the Washington Capitals. Good fourth liner. Hasn't been very consistent over his career. We'll see what he does next year. But obviously had a great year last year, especially in the playoffs. Really made a name for himself as a postseason hero, secondary scoring type guy. So we'll see how this turns out. It seems like a win-win for the Capitals. Smith-Pelly has to perform next year or he's in trouble, I think. So there's one of the signings that have taken place yesterday or the day before. So like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Check out offthewallhockey.com. Those links are in the description below. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this number of subscribers growing. Thank you all so much for watching, and talk to you soon.